Welcome to Wife Cheating Story. I hope you have an enjoyable and relaxing time listening. Let's get started.
I've always been good with my hands. That's what people say about me, Mark Hollis, the guy who can fix anything. I've spent years as a renovation contractor, hammering nails, cutting wood, laying tiles, all with this quiet focus that keeps me steady. My wife, Riley, she's different and sharp, driven, always chasing the next big thing at her corporate job. We've had our rough patches, sure, but I figured we were solid. I've been pouring everything into fixing up our house lately, thinking it's some kind of proof I'm building a future for us. That Saturday, I'm under the kitchen sink, wrestling with pipes, sweat dripping down my face, tools scattered around me. It's messy work, but I like it. Keeps my mind busy. I hear the front door open earlier than I expect. Riley's voice floats in, bright and laughing, mixed with her brother Corey's deeper tone. I don't think much of it at first. They don't know I'm here, tucked under the cabinet, so I keep working, twisting a wrench around a stubborn fitting. Then their laughter stops and the air shifts. Corey's voice drops low, like he's trying not to be heard. Have you told him you're moving out next month? He asks. My wrench freezes mid-turn. My chest tightens, but I don't move. Riley's reply cuts through me like a blade. No way. I need to secure my promotion first, then take half the accounts. Her words are cold, calculated, like she's planning a business deal, not dismantling our life. I stay still, barely breathing, my hands clenched around the tool. Half the accounts? We've got savings, sure, but I didn't think she'd been counting it up like that. And moving out? My brain scrambles to catch up. I've been down here fixing pipes for a future she's already checked out of, and she doesn't even know I'm listening. I could crawl out right then, confront them both, let the anger spill out of me like water from a busted line. But I don't. Something in me, maybe the same part that's kept me patient all these years, tells me to stay quiet. I hear their footsteps fade toward the living room, then the door clicks shut as they leave again. My body's shaking, but I force myself to keep working. The pipes need to be finished. I tighten bolts, connect joints, my hands moving on autopilot while my mind burns. Riley's been playing me, and Corey's in on it. I think about all the late nights she's blamed on work, the way she's dodged my questions about starting a family. I've been blind, hammering away at this house like it's some kind of glue to hold us together. Now I see it's just a stage for her exit. I finish the pipes and slide out from under the sink, my back aching, my shirt soaked with sweat. The kitchen's a mess, tools everywhere, sawdust on the floor, but it's nothing compared to the mess in my head. I sit there on the cold tile, staring at the cabinet I just fixed, feeling like I'm the one who's been gutted. Fury's building in me, hot and heavy, but I don't know what to do with it yet. I've trusted her. Loved her, even through the fights and the distance. And she's been plotting to leave me high and dry, waiting for the right moment to cash out. I clench my fists, my knuckles white, and I realize I've got two choices: blow up now and lose everything, or play this smart. I'm not sure how, but I know I can't let her see me break. Not yet. I grab my phone, wipe the grime off my hands, and start thinking about what comes next. The sink's fixed, but everything else? That's about to come apart. I'm still sitting there on the kitchen floor when Riley and Corey leave, the echo of the front door shutting ringing in my ears. My hands are dirty, my shirt sticking to me with sweat, and my head spinning from what I just heard. Moving out next month? Taking half the accounts? It's like I've been punched in the gut, but the air won't come back. I crawl out from under the sink, slow and stiff, feeling like an old man even though I'm only 36. The tools are scattered around me: wrenches, a hacksaw, a level, and they feel like the only things I can trust right now. Riley's been my wife for 8 years, and I thought we were in this together. I even saved up 15 grand for fertility treatments because she said she wanted a kid someday. Now I'm wondering if that was just another lie to keep me hooked. I don't know how long I sit there, staring at the pipes I just installed, before I hear her car pull back into the driveway. My stomach twists. I could confront her now, demand answers, watch her squirm. But something stops me. Maybe it's the way she sounded so calm with Corey, like this is all a game she's already won. I wipe my face with my sleeve, shove the anger down deep, and stand up just as she walks in. She's all smiles, her purse swinging on her shoulder, her heels clicking on the hardwood. Hey, you're making progress, she says, nodding at the sink like nothing's wrong. Looks good, Mark. Her voice is light, casual, like she didn't just rip my world apart an hour ago. I force a nod, mutter something about the pipes being tricky, and she suggests takeout. Chinese sound good? She asks, already pulling out her phone. I say yeah, sure. keeping my tone steady even though my hands want to shake. We eat later, sitting at the dining table with cartons of fried rice and sweet and sour chicken between us. She's chatting about her day, some meeting at work, and I'm nodding along, chewing food I can't taste. Every word she says feels like a mask, and I'm playing my part too, smiling, asking questions, acting like the husband she expects. It's surreal, sitting across from her, knowing what I know. When she clears the table, she brushes my shoulder and says, "You're quiet tonight. Everything okay?" I shrug, tell her I'm just tired from the Reno work. She buys it, or at least pretends to, and later she's the one who initiates sex. It's the last thing I want, her hands on me, her lips whispering things that used to mean something. But I go along with it, faking every second, because I need her to think I'm still clueless. It's hollow, mechanical, and when it's over, I roll away, staring at the ceiling while she falls asleep. I can't sleep. My mind's racing, replaying her words with Corey, picking apart every lie she's fed me. I slip out of bed around midnight, grab my phone, and text Julian Cortez, my best friend since high school. He's been through this, a nasty divorce a few years back where his ex cleaned him out. He's the only one I trust with this mess. I type fast, "Riley's leaving me. Heard her planning it with Corey. What do?" His reply comes in minutes. "Holy shit, man. Play it smart. Don't confront, yet." I ask what he means, and he tells me to start documenting everything. Bank stuff, conversations, anything I can use. He's right. If she's planning to take half, I need proof of what's mine, what's hers, and what she's hiding. I grab a notebook from the kitchen, start jotting down what I heard under the sink, word for word, my handwriting shaky but determined. By the time the sun's creeping up, I've got a plan, or at least the start of one. I'm not just going to let her walk away with everything I've built. The kitchen reno's not done yet, and neither am I. I'll keep playing the part, keep fixing this house, while I figure out how to protect myself. Riley's asleep upstairs, oblivious, and I'm down here with my tools and my anger, sharpening both. She thinks she's got me fooled, but she's wrong. I'm not the same guy I was yesterday. I've got work to do, on the house and on her. The next morning, I'm up before the sun, my eyes gritty from no sleep, but I don't care. Riley's still in bed, her breathing soft and steady, like she's got nothing weighing on her. I head downstairs, pull on my work boots, and get to the kitchen. The sink's done, but there's still plenty left, cutting tiles, fitting cabinets, sanding edges. I grab my saw and start in, the noise filling the quiet house, drowning out the chaos in my head. Every move I make is sharp, deliberate, fueled by this fire that's been burning since I heard her with Corey. I'm not just fixing a room anymore. I'm tearing down what I thought we had, piece by piece, and building something else in its place. My hands are steady, but inside, I'm a mess. Anger, hurt, betrayal all knotted up together. I'm slicing through a tile when Riley comes down, her hair messy, still in pajamas. "You're at it early," she says, yawning, pouring coffee like it's any other Sunday. I grunt a reply, keep my focus on the blade. She doesn't notice the tension in my shoulders, the way my jaws lock tight. She leans against the counter, sipping her mug, and starts talking about her week, some big presentation coming up, how it's her shot at that promotion. "It's gonna change everything," she says, her eyes bright. I nod, force a smile, but my teeth are clenched so hard it hurts. "Change everything?" "Yeah, it already has." I want to ask her right then. "What's the plan, Riley? Take the promotion and half my life with it?" But I don't. Julian's words echo in my head. Play it smart. So I keep cutting, letting her think I'm still the same old Mark, oblivious and plodding along. She heads out later, says she's meeting a friend for brunch. I don't buy it, but I don't push. The second her car's gone, I drop the tools and start digging. I've got our bank app on my phone, and I scroll through the joint account. Nothing looks off at first. Then I check the laptop we share, the one she uses for work sometimes. It takes me a minute to guess her password, her birthday, predictable, and I'm in. That's when I find it, a separate account in her name, linked to an email I've never seen. Small transfers, $50 here, $100 there, going back months. Not enough to raise flags if I wasn't looking, but enough to add up. My chest tightens again. She's been siphoning money, building her escape fund, while I've been busting my ass to save for a kid she never wanted. I'm about to close the laptop when I see her work chat open. Some guy named Colton, a younger hotshot at her company. The messages aren't outright dirty, but they're flirty, too many winks, too many late night at the office comments. My stomach churns. Is she screwing him too, or just stringing him along like she's done with me? I don't know, but it's another crack in the foundation. I grab my phone, download a spyware app Julian told me about, and install it on the laptop. It's simple, tracks everything she types, every site she visits. If she's hiding more, I'll find it. I cover my tracks, clear the history, and get back to work, the saw screaming as it bites into another tile. By evening, the kitchen's taking shape, new tiles down, cabinets half hung. Riley comes home, glowing, talking about how her brunch friend thinks she's a shoo-in for the promotion. We're so close, she says, hugging me from behind while I'm wiping down the counter. I stiffen, but she doesn't notice. Yeah, close, I mutter, faking a tired smile. We eat dinner, leftover takeout, and she's all charm, asking about my day, complimenting the kitchen like it's hers to brag about. I play along, nodding, laughing at her little jokes, but inside I'm seething. Every word she says feels like a nail she's hammering into me, and I'm just waiting for the right moment to pull them all out. When she's in the shower later, I check the spyware. Nothing big yet, just more work emails, but I know it's only a matter of time. I sit there in the dark, the house quiet except for the water running upstairs, and I feel this strange calm settle over me. I'm not the one who's going to break here. She thinks she's got me pinned, but I'm already moving, already tearing down her lies while I build up my proof. The kitchen's my cover for now. Every cut, every tile, it's me getting ready. She's got no idea what's coming. I wake up Monday with my head clearer than it's been since I heard Riley's voice under that sink. The anger's still there, simmering, but it's got direction now. I'm not just some guy getting walked over. I'm Mark Hollis, and I've built things from the ground up my whole life. If Riley thinks she can tear me down without a fight, she's got another thing coming. I kiss her goodbye as she heads to work, my lips tight, my voice steady. Have a good day, I say, and she smiles like everything's perfect. The second her car's out of sight, I call Julian. He picks up fast, his voice gruff from sleep. You holding up? He asks. I tell him about the bank account, the flirty chats with Colton, the spyware. He whistles low. She's running a playbook, man. You need a lawyer. I know one, Layla Duvall. She's a shark. Saved my ass when my ex tried to bleed me dry. I trust Julian. He's been through the fire and come out the other side, so I take Layla's number and call her right then. She's brisk, no nonsense, and when I tell her what's happening, she doesn't waste time with pity. Sounds like a classic blindside, she says. She's betting you won't notice till it's too late. We'll make sure you're ready. She tells me to open a new account, move half our savings, and start locking down anything I care about. Don't tip her off, she warns. Let her think she's still in control. I hang up feeling like I've got a map now, not just a mess. I head to the bank that morning, set up a new account in my name, and transfer exactly $7,500, half of the $15,000 I'd saved for those fertility treatments she never meant to use. It stings, watching that money shift, but it's mine too, and I'm not letting her have it all. Back home, I cancel our shared credit cards, easy enough online, and start making a list of everything we own. The TV, the couch, my truck, her car, the house itself. I'm not greedy, but I'm not stupid either. I grab a box and head to the garage, where I've got my late mom's stuff, her jewelry, some old letters, my dad's favorite wrench. Riley never cared about it, called it junk, but it's mine, and I'm not leaving it for her to pawn. I drive it over to Julian's place, his garage a mess of car parts and beer cans. He claps me on the shoulder as I stack the box in a corner. You're doing it right, he says. Keep your head down. Keep moving. I nod, grateful for the backup, and head back to the house. I'm back in the kitchen, working on the cabinets, when I find something that stops me cold. I'm pulling out an old shelf to fit the new one, and there's a loose panel behind the pantry wall. I pry it open, curious, and a small notebook falls out, Riley's handwriting on the cover. My heart's pounding as I flip it open. It's her journal, hidden like a secret she didn't want me to touch. I skim the pages, and every line's a punch. One entry, dated 2 months ago, hits hardest. I'm just stalling the baby talk until after the promotion. It would complicate the exit plan. Exit plan. There it is, in black ink, her confession. She's been stringing me along, playing house while she plots her getaway. I sit there, the journal in my lap, my hands steady but my insides shaking. I don't cry, I can't. Not over this. Instead, I grab my tape measure, mark the next cut for the cabinet, and keep going. The rest of the day, I'm a machine. I hang cabinets, level them, screw them in tight. Every move's precise, like I'm building a case as much as a kitchen. I snap photos of the journal pages with my phone, send them to Layla in an encrypted email she set up for me. She replies fast, "Goldmine. Keep it safe." I tuck the notebook back where I found it. Let Riley think her secrets are still hers. By the time she gets home, the kitchen's looking sharp, and I'm wiping down the counters, playing the tired husband. She's all compliments, running her fingers over the wood, saying how proud she is. I smile, nod, tell her it's coming together. Inside, I'm drawing up my own blueprint. Not for this house, but for the fight she doesn't know she's already losing. The kitchen's almost done now, and I can't help but feel like I'm standing in a museum of my own failure. It's Tuesday, and I'm putting the final touches on the cabinets. Smooth wood, clean lines, a sink that gleams under the new lights I wired up. I've spent weeks on this, every nail and screw a piece of me, thinking it was for us. Now it's just a shell, a pretty lie Riley's been hiding behind. I'm under the sink again, tightening the last fitting, when I get this idea, a way to leave my mark, something she'll never see coming. I grab a waterproof envelope from my toolbox, the kind I use for blueprints, and start stuffing it with everything I've got. A transcript of that conversation I overheard with Corey, typed up from memory on my phone. Screenshots of her secret bank account transfers. A photo of that journal entry about her exit plan. It's my evidence, my proof, and I seal it up tight with duct tape. I slide the envelope into the space behind the cabinet, right where the pipes curve into the wall. It's hidden, snug, and unless someone tears this kitchen apart, it's staying there. I don't know why I do it. Maybe it's a time capsule for me, a reminder of what she did, or maybe it's a trap for her later, something to haunt her when she least expects it. I finish the cabinet, screw it in place, and step back. The kitchen looks perfect, better than anything I've built before. But it's not ours anymore. It's hers, and it's mine, and it's this battlefield neither of us has named yet. I wipe my hands on my jeans, the sweat mixing with sawdust, and I feel this strange satisfaction. She can have her promotion, her plans, but I've got this room, and it's holding her secrets now. Riley gets home late that night, her cheeks flushed, her voice a little too loud. "Drinks with the team," she says, tossing her purse on the counter. She's tipsy, giggling as she kicks off her heels, and I can smell the wine on her breath. She stumbles over to the kitchen, running her hands over the counters, the sink, the cabinets. "Mark, this is amazing," she gushes, her eyes wide. "You're incredible. We should have people over soon, show this off." I nod, force a smile, tell her it's a good idea. Inside, I'm cold, watching her act like this is still her happy little life. She doesn't know I've heard her plotting, doesn't know I've seen the bank transfers, the flirty chats with Colton. She thinks she's safe, standing in this kitchen I built, praising me like I'm still her loyal dog. I play along, pour her a glass of water, tell her to take it easy. She laughs, leans against me, her head on my shoulder. "You're too good to me," she says, and it takes everything not to shove her away. Too good? Yeah, I was fixing this house, saving for a kid she never wanted, while she's been counting down the days to ditch me. I steer her to the couch, let her ramble about work, about how her boss loves her, how the promotion's in the bag. I nod, murmur the right things, but my mind's on that envelope under the sink. It's my ace, my quiet victory, and she's got no clue. She flops back, grinning, saying we should host a dinner party this weekend. Corey can come, maybe some friends, she adds. Corey, her brother, her co-conspirator. I say sure, sounds fun, and she doesn't catch the edge in my voice. Later, when she's passed out on the couch, I stand in the kitchen alone, the lights dim, the room silent. It's beautiful granite counters, white cabinets, a floor I sanded myself. But it's full of ghosts now, every memory of us cooking together, laughing, planning. They're all lies, shadowed by what I know. I run my hand over the sink, knowing what's buried behind it, and I feel this grim calm. She can gush all she wants, throw her parties, play her part. This kitchen's a stage, and I've set it just right. She's walking into her own downfall, and I'm the one who built it, piece by piece. I turn off the lights, head upstairs, and lie in bed, staring at the ceiling. The game's not over yet, but I'm ready for the next move. It's Saturday night, and the kitchen's glowing under the new lights I installed, soft white bulbs that make the granite counters shine. Riley's buzzing around, setting out plates, pouring wine, acting like this is her big moment. She's hosting a dinner party to show off the renovation, and I'm playing my part, the quiet husband in a clean shirt, stirring a pot of sauce on the stove. The house smells like garlic and herbs, and for a second, it's easy to pretend we're still a team. But then Corey walks in, his smirk cutting through the warm air like a knife. He claps me on the back, too hard, and says, "Nice work, man. Place looks slick." I nod, mutter a thanks, but my grip tightens on the spoon. He knows the truth, knows Riley's leaving me, and he's standing here in my kitchen, grinning like he's won something. Friends start showing up, Tom and Lisa from down the street, a couple from Riley's work I don't know well. They ooh and ah over the cabinets, the sink, the tiles, and Riley's eating it up, beaming like she had a hand in it. "Mark's been amazing," she says, sliding an arm around my waist. I smile, play along, but her touch feels like a lie crawling over my skin. We sit down to eat, pasta, salad, bread I baked earlier, and the chatter's light at first. Lisa's asking about the Reno, how long it took, and I give short answers, letting Riley take the spotlight. She loves that, spinning stories about picking colors, even though I did it all. I watch her across the table, her laugh loud, her eyes bright with wine, and I wonder how she's so good at this, pretending we're solid when she's already got one foot out the door. Then Tom brings up kids. "You guys ever gonna start a family?" he asks, casual, tearing into a piece of bread. Riley doesn't miss a beat. "Oh, we're actually hoping to soon," she says, her voice sweet, her hand reaching for mine under the table. I freeze, my fork halfway to my mouth. She's lying, smooth as anything, and I catch Corey's quick glance at her, his jaw tightening. He knows it's bullshit. She told him herself she's stalling me, waiting for her promotion to bolt. I want to call her out right there, spill everything, watch her face collapse. But I don't. I squeeze her hand back, first a grin, say, "Yeah, we'll see." The table laughs, moves on, but my blood's boiling. She's so damn comfortable, weaving this fake future while I'm sitting on a powder keg of proof. Corey's quieter after that, sipping his wine, watching me a little too close. I catch him whispering to Riley when they think I'm busy clearing plates, too low to hear, but his smirk's back. I keep my cool, stack dishes in the sink, right over that envelope I hid. The night drags on, more wine, more compliments about the kitchen. Riley's in her element, charming everyone, playing the perfect wife. I'm pouring coffee when Lisa says, "You two have it all figured out, huh?" I nod, say something vague, but inside I'm screaming. Figured out? She's got no idea I've already moved half our savings, locked down my mom's stuff, sent Layla every scrap of evidence. This whole night's a sham, built on the false foundation Riley thinks she's still standing on. When everyone's gone, Riley's tipsy again, leaning on me as we clean up. "That was so fun," she slurs, kissing my cheek. "We're a good team." I nod, scrub a pan, keep my face blank. She stumbles to bed, and I finish alone, the kitchen quiet now, the ghosts back in the shadows. I check my phone. Layla's got the encrypted backups I sent earlier, bank records, journal pics, that audio I recorded of my memory of her and Corey. It's all there, locked and loaded. I sit at the table, the lights off, staring at the room I built. Riley thinks she's invincible, throwing this party like she's untouchable. She doesn't know I'm waiting, patient, letting her build herself up so high the fall's gonna break her. I'm not cracking yet. Not until the moment's right. Sunday morning hits hard, a storm rolling in, dark clouds piling up over the house like they're ready to burst. I'm up early, coffee in hand, staring out the kitchen window as the first raindrops smack the glass. The room's still perfect from last night's party, clean counters, polished sink, a faint smell of garlic lingering. Riley's upstairs, probably sleeping off the wine, oblivious to the thunder rumbling closer. I'm calm though, steadier than I've been in days. Today's the day. I can feel it. Her parents, Dean and Lorraine Brennan, are coming over to see the finished kitchen. They're old school, good people, and Lorraine's always treated me like her own son. I've been dreading this, but now I'm ready. The evidence is lined up, the trap's set, and Riley's about to walk right into it. They show up around noon, just as the rain's picking up, hammering the roof like it's trying to break through. Dean's got his usual gruff handshake. Lorraine's hugging me tight, saying how proud she is of the work I've done. Riley comes down, all smiles, playing the doting daughter. We sit in the kitchen, me, Riley, her folks, eating sandwiches I threw together, the storm growling outside. Lorraine's gushing over the cabinets, the tiles, asking me how I managed it all. I keep it simple, say it took time, effort. Riley jumps in, bragging about her promotion, how it's right around the corner, how our marriage is rock solid. She's laying it on thick, her hand on my arm, and I'm nodding along, my stomach twisting. Dean's asking about her job, Lorraine's beaming, and I'm sitting there, waiting for the right crack to split this all open. The thunder's loud now, rattling the windows, and I can't take it anymore. She's too comfortable, too smug, painting this picture of us that's never been real. I pull out my phone, keep it casual, like I'm checking a text. I've got that audio clip ready out. Me reciting what I heard under the sink, word for word, recorded late one night when the anger wouldn't let me sleep. I hit play, turn the volume up, and my voice fills the room. Corey asks, "Have you told him you're moving out next month?" Riley says, "No way. I need to secure my promotion first, then take half the accounts." The kitchen goes dead silent, except for the rain pounding outside. Lorraine's fork clatters to her plate. Dean's jaw locks tight, his eyes snapping to Riley. She's frozen, her face pale, her mouth opening like she's got something to say but can't find it. I don't stop there. I set the phone down, pull out a folder I'd stashed under the table, printouts of the bank transfers, screenshots of her chats with Colton, photos of that journal entry about stalling the baby talk. I lay it all out, calm as anything, my voice steady. She's been planning this for months, I say. Moving money, signing a lease on an apartment, waiting for her big paycheck to cash out. Riley sputters, "Mark, what the hell, this isn't," but I cut her off. "It's all here, Riley. You and Corey plotting while I was fixing this damn sink." Lorraine's eyes are wet, her hand over her mouth. Dean's staring at his daughter like he doesn't know her. "Is this true?" he asks, his voice low, dangerous. Riley tries to spin it, says I'm twisting things, but I point to the folder. "Read it," I tell them. It's her words, her numbers. The room's a storm now, louder than the one outside. Lorraine's crying, asking why, how Riley could do this. Dean's flipping through the papers, his face getting redder with every page. Riley's scrambling, saying I spied on her, that I'm crazy, but her parents aren't buying it. "You were gonna leave him in the dark?" Dean growls. "Take his money and run?" She's got no answer, just stammers and tears. I lean back, watching it unfold, the thunder cracking overhead like it's cheering me on. Then I drop the last bomb. I filed for divorce yesterday. No alimony. Just a clean split. Papers are with my lawyer. Riley's head snaps up, her eyes wild. "You can't," she starts, but I stand. Done. "It's over, Riley. You built this. I just tore it down." The rain's still falling as her parents sit there, stunned, the folder open between them. I've said my piece, laid out the wreckage, and now it's hers to face. The kitchen's still perfect, but it's a graveyard now of her lies, our marriage, everything I thought we were. I'm ready to walk away. The storm's still raging outside, rain slamming the windows like it's trying to wash away the mess in the kitchen. Riley's a wreck now, her face red, her voice cracking as she tries to claw her way out of the hole I just dropped her in. "You're making this up, Mark. You're twisting everything," she yells, pointing at me like I'm the villain here. Her parents, Dean and Lorraine, are still at the table, the folder of evidence spread out in front of them like a crime scene. Lorraine's wiping tears, shaking her head, and Dean's got this look, pure disappointment, the kind that cuts deeper than anger. I'm standing by the sink, arms crossed, watching Riley unravel. She's not fooling anyone anymore, and I can see it sinking in, slow and brutal. She turns to her mom, voice high and desperate. "He's been spying on me, Mom. He's obsessed, trying to turn you against me." Lorraine doesn't bite. She picks up the photo of Riley's journal entry, the one about stalling the baby talk, and her lip trembles. "This is your handwriting, Riley," she says, quiet but firm. "You wrote this." "Why?" Riley's got no good answer, just stumbles over words, saying it's not what it looks like. Dean's had enough. He slams the folder shut, stands up, and towers over her. "You've been lying to him, to us, for months? Planning to take his money and leave him flat?" His voice is gravel, shaking with hurt. Riley shrinks, tries to touch his arm, but he pulls away. "Don't," he snaps. "Explain it." I hand them the rest, printouts of the bank transfers, the lease she signed for some apartment downtown. "She's been moving $50, $100 at a time," I say, keeping my tone even. "Small enough I wouldn't notice." "And this lease? Dated 2 weeks ago. She was gonna wait till the promotion hit, then go." Dean's flipping through it, is breathing heavy, and Lorraine's just staring at her daughter like she's a stranger. Riley's crying now, big messy sobs, but I'm not moved. I've seen her tears before, fights we've had, promises she made, and they don't mean a damn thing anymore. She tries a new angle, spins to me, voice soft. "Mark, please, we can fix this. I messed up, I know, but we can talk." I cut her off. Talk? You've been talking to Corey, to Colton. Not me. That name, Colton, makes her flinch, and Dean catches it. Who's Colton? He demands. She stammers, says he's just a co-worker, but I pull out the chat screenshots, slide them across the table. Flirty enough to make me wonder, I say. Late nights at the office, huh? Dean reads one, his face darkening, and Lorraine gasps. Riley spiraling, switching tactics again, begging 1 second, then threatening the next. You'll regret this, Mark. I'll fight you in court. I stop her cold. Fight with what? I've got everything, dates, amounts, your own words. I'm done, Riley. Divorce is filed. Take what's yours and go. She stares at me, wild-eyed, like she's seeing me for the first time, not the quiet guy who fixes things, but someone who's been watching, waiting, ready. Lorraine stands, shaky, and walks over to me. She hugs me tight, whispers, I'm so sorry, Mark. We didn't know. I nod, pat her back, tell her it's not her fault. Dean's still glaring at Riley, who's slumped in her chair, mascara streaking her face. You broke this family, he says, and it's the last nail in her coffin. She tries one more grab, leans toward me, voice low, almost seductive. We can work it out, just us, please. I step back, shake my head. You don't get it. I'm not your fallback anymore. That's when she cracks, the mask gone, just raw panic left. She sees it now. I'm not bending, not breaking. I've rebuilt myself right under her nose, and she's got nothing left to hold on to. Her parents leave soon after, Lorraine promising to call me. Dean too stunned to say much. Riley's a mess on the couch, sobbing, but I don't stay to watch. I grab my keys, my jacket, and head out into the rain. It's cold, soaking me through, but I don't care. The house is hers now. Her perfect kitchen, her empty lies. I've cracked her wide open, laid it all bare, and I'm walking away clean. Julian's waiting when I call, says he's got a truck ready to help me move out. I tell him I'm on my way. The storm's still thundering, but I feel lighter than I have in months. The rain's still coming down hard as I pull up to Julian's place, my truck sloshing through puddles, my clothes sticking to me like a second skin. I left Riley back at the house, crumpled on the couch, her world in pieces after I laid it all out for her parents. I don't feel bad, not after what she's done. Julian's waiting under his porch light, a beer in hand, waving me in. You look like hell, he says, grinning, but there's worry in his eyes. I shrug, take the beer he offers, and step inside. His place is a mess, tools scattered, a half-fixed motorcycle in the corner, but it's warm, real, a lifeline I need right now. We load my stuff from the truck into his garage, Mom's jewelry, Dad's wrench, a few clothes I grabbed. It's not much, but it's mine, and that's what matters. I tell him everything. How I played the audio, showed Dean and Lorraine the proof, watched Riley fall apart. He listens, nodding, sipping his beer. You handled it like a pro, he says when I'm done. Restraint's a weapon, man. She never saw it coming. I lean against the wall, the cold bottle sweating in my hand, and let that sink in. He's right. I didn't yell, didn't break anything. I just built my case, step by step, and let it hit her like a sledgehammer. Julian offers his guest room, says the fridge is stocked, and I take it. No point going back to that house tonight. Riley's probably still there, texting me, and sure enough, my phone buzzes. I check it, anger first. You're a bastard, Mark. Then guilt. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. Then desperation. Please come home. I ignore them all, set the phone face down, and crack open another beer. We spend the afternoon moving me out. Julian's truck's beat up, but reliable, and we haul my tools, some furniture, whatever I can claim as mine. The rain slowed to a drizzle, the air thick and gray, matching the weight in my chest. Back at the house, Riley's gone, probably to Corey's, and it's eerie walking through, seeing the kitchen I built, knowing it's not my home anymore. I grab my work boots, my laptop, a few books, and leave the rest. Friends start texting. Tom and Lisa heard from someone, want to know if it's true. I keep it short. Yeah, it's over. I'm good. A couple others, guys from my crew, send support. You're a legend, man. She didn't deserve you. It's nice, but I don't linger on it. I've got to keep moving. Dean calls later, his voice heavy. Mark, I don't know what to say. Lorraine's a mess. We're here for you, son. I tell him I appreciate it, that I'll be okay. Lorraine gets on, crying, saying she's ashamed of Riley, that I didn't deserve this. I reassure her, say it's not on them. and hang up feeling a little steadier. They're not my in-laws anymore, but they're still family in a way Riley never was. Julian's cracking jokes as we unload at his place, keeping me grounded. You're free now, man. No more ball and chain. I laugh, first time in days, and it feels good, like shaking off dust. Layla texts, divorce papers are finalized, filed with the court today. She's a machine, precise and fast, and I'm grateful. Riley's promotion goes live on LinkedIn that same afternoon. I see it when I check my phone, her smiling face next to senior manager, so excited. It's almost funny, the timing. She's got her win, and I've got mine. I crash on Julian's guest bed that night. The room small but quiet. No ghosts lurking in the corners. My phone's off, the world shut out, and I sleep hard. No dreams, just darkness. Next morning, I'm up early, coffee brewing, and I start looking for a place. Something simple, mine alone. Julian's flipping through listings with me, pointing out spots near the mountains, closer to the jobs I take, away from the city Riley's tied to. By noon, I've got a lead, a small house, rough around the edges, but I can fix it up. It's a start, a clean slate. The debris of my old life's still settling. Riley's texts, the whispers from friends, but I'm not buried in it. I'm standing, breathing, ready to sweep it away. Julian claps me on the back, says, "You've got this." And for the first time, I believe it. The dust's thick, but I'm already clearing it. It's been 3 weeks since I walked out of that house, and I'm standing in the driveway of my new place. A small, weathered house tucked closer to the mountains than the city. The air's crisp, smelling of pine and earth, a far cry from the suburban sprawl Riley loved. I signed the lease yesterday, a 1-year deal, and today I'm moving in. The place isn't much, peeling paint, a creaky porch, a garage that's more rust than structure, but it's mine, and that's enough. Julian's with me, his truck loaded with my stuff, cracking jokes about how I'm going to turn this dump into a palace. I laugh, haul a box of tools inside, and feel this quiet relief settle over me. No more shared spaces, no more lies hiding in the walls. Just me, my work, and a chance to start over. The house is bare, wood floors scratched up, walls faded yellow, but I see potential. I drop my toolbox in the living room, start unpacking, and let my mind wander. These past weeks have been a blur, staying with Julian, dodging Riley's calls, letting Layla handle the divorce. It's final now, papers signed, no alimony, a clean break. She kept the house, or what's left of it. I heard through Tom she's selling it. Probably couldn't stand the kitchen knowing what I buried there. I don't care. I've got my savings, my truck, my tools, and that's all I need. Julian's lugging in a chair, griping about the stairs, and I tell him to quit whining. He grins, says, "You're too calm, man. Most guys be a wreck after this." I shrug. Maybe I should be, but I'm not. I'm done looking back. I spend the afternoon in the garage, tearing out old shelves, sweeping dust. It's a mess, oil stains, cracked concrete, but I've got plans. I want a studio here, a space for personal projects, maybe custom furniture or small renos on the side. I grab my hammer, start prying nails loose, and the rhythm feels good, steady, mine. The mountains loom outside, dark against the sky, and I pause to watch them. This is what I needed: space, quiet, ground I can trust. Riley's world was all noise and games, and I was too blind to see it. Now I'm building something real, something I control. I finish the shelves, sweep again, and by evening, the garage looks halfway decent. I crack a beer, sit on the porch, and let the day sink in. Next morning, I'm up early, coffee brewing in a pot I brought from Julian's. I've got a job lined up, a deck reno 20 minutes away, and it feels good to have work, a purpose. I load my truck, drive out, and spend the day measuring, cutting, hammering. The client's nice, an older guy who likes to chat, and I'm polite but focused. Back home, I cook a simple dinner, steak, potatoes, and eat on the porch, the night cool and still. My phone buzzes, Lorraine this time, checking in. She's been calling weekly, worried, and I tell her I'm fine, settling in. "You deserve better, Mark," she says, voice soft. I thank her, hang up, and stare at the stars. She's right, and I'm getting there. A week later, I'm driving back from a supply run when I pass the old house. There's a for sale sign out front, the yard overgrown, windows dark. I slow down, look at it, the kitchen eye. Riley's gone, probably in her new apartment, living her promotion dream. I wonder if she found that envelope, if it's still there behind the sink, waiting to haunt her. I don't stop, just keep driving, and a smile tugs at my mouth. Not bitter, not angry, just satisfied. She couldn't stay there, couldn't live with what she did. The house feels empty even from the road, and I'm glad it's not mine anymore. Back at my place, I'm sanding a table I started in the garage, the wood smooth under my hands. It's rough, but it's coming together, like me. The divorce is behind me, the debris cleared, and I've got a foundation now, solid, simple mine. I finished the night with a beer, the mountains watching over, and I know I'm ready. No more ghosts, no more games. Just me, my tools, and a life I'm rebuilding, one steady piece at a time.